The glow of the screen washes over my face. I swipe. A familiar face appears. They are glowing. A new executive title, the keys to a pristine house, an impossibly perfect European vacation. They are aggressively winning at life. A freezing weight drops into my chest. But the culture demands a performance, so I double tap. My thumbs move on pure, empty habit. I type, "So proud of you." I add the exclamation marks. I hit send. Then the screen goes black. I am left staring at my own dark reflection in the glass. The room goes dead quiet. An ugly, bitter knot tightens in my stomach. I am not happy for them. I feel completely sick. Why have I become so petty? I hate myself for being jealous, but the brutal truth is, looking at them just makes me feel profoundly inferior and pathetic. I am the one permanently left behind. You know exactly what it looks like, because that knot in the stomach, that particular species of shame that has no clean name, it does not belong only to me. It lives in the chest of every person who has ever double-tapped with one hand while quietly falling apart with the other. You are not petty. You are not broken. That suffocating envy is not a toxic personality trait. That crushing inferiority is not a moral failure. It is a 300,000-year-old survival alarm. Your nervous system is not glitching. It is executing a flawless biological protocol to save your life. We are going to look deep into the architecture of your brain right now, not to justify the jealousy, but to dissect the violent mathematics happening inside your skull. To understand why an image on a screen makes you feel physically sick, look at the fMRI scans of Dr. Naomi I. Eisenberger. She studied social rejection. The results shattered modern psychology. When subjects felt left behind, a highly specific region of their brain ignited, the dorsal anterior cingulate cortex, the DACC. This is the exact same neurological hardware that registers the physical agony of a broken bone or a torn muscle. To your nervous system, a drop in social status is not an emotional problem. It is physical torture. But why does your brain react to a digital photo with the intensity of physical trauma? Rewind 300,000 years, the Ice Age. Your ancestors lived in tight, isolated tribes. Maximum capacity 150 people. Evolutionary biologists call this Dunbar's number. Inside that tiny circle, your social ranking was not a matter of ego. It was the absolute boundary between life and death. If a peer suddenly leveled up, if they became the best hunter or the strongest leader, the mathematics of the hierarchy violently shifted. You were pushed down, and falling to the bottom of a Paleolithic tribe meant one thing. You get the worst food, you lose the protection of the group, you freeze, you die. Now bring that ancient hardware back into your darkroom. When you look at that perfectly curated life update, your amygdala, the primitive threat detection center of your brain, does not see a happy friend. It does not understand what the internet is. It only registers a violent shift in the tribal hierarchy. It calculates that you are dropping to the bottom. It triggers an absolute physiological panic. It screams a prehistoric warning. I am losing status. I am being left behind. I am going to die. That bitter knot in your stomach is not malice. It is a biological rescue mission. Your body is desperately trying to keep you alive. This localized survival software worked flawlessly for hundreds of thousands of years. So why is it completely destroying your mind today? Because you are no longer living in a tribe of 150 people. You are trapped inside a rigged mathematical game, and the algorithm is about to break your biology.
Social media is not a communication tool. It is an evolutionary weapon. For 300,000 years, your brain only had to compare you to 150 local humans. In a group that small, you were always good at something. You had a specific function. You had status. You were safe. Then Silicon Valley engineered the infinite feed. You were forcing a primal radar designed exclusively for a 150-person tribe to calculate your survival rank in a rigged mathematical arena of 8 billion people. Your nervous system is not broken. It is experiencing a catastrophic power failure. The exact technology designed to elevate your status is the exact mechanism dropping you to the bottom of the food chain. The algorithm does not show you reality. It weaponizes your survival instinct. It force-feeds your retina one thing and one thing only: the hyper-curated highlight reels of the top 0.0001% of the human species. You scroll past thousands of these apex predators in a single hour. Your amygdala cannot comprehend the concept of a global internet. It does not know these people live oceans away. It registers every single one of them as your immediate physical neighbor, and then it runs its calculation. 3 words, the same 3 words it has been running for 300,000 years. I will not survive. The physiological punishment is instant. Your adrenal glands detonate. Cortisol floods the bloodstream. Dopamine, the neurochemical of motivation, of forward motion, of getting up in the morning, completely crashes. You are injecting yourself with a paralyzing biological poison with every single swipe of your finger. So how do you defeat a machine designed specifically to break your biology? Not with words, not with a gratitude journal, not with toxic positivity screaming good vibes only at a prehistoric chemical flood.
The software is weaponized. You cannot fix weaponized software with a motivational quote. You have to go deeper than the software. You have to hit the hardware directly. Here is how you reprogram it. Protocol 1, the Dunbar amputation. Open your phone. Unfollow every single account, peer, and influencer that triggers that cold weight in your chest. Mute the humble brags. Society will call you weak. They will say you are hiding. They are biologically illiterate. This is not emotional fragility. It is a surgical, physical amputation of toxic data. By ruthlessly purging your feed, you force your amygdala to reset its survival radar back to its ancestral factory settings. You shrink your tribe back to 150 people. The biological starvation alarm instantly powers down. But simply turning off the panic does not rebuild your armor. You still have to manually synthesize the chemistry of power. Protocol 2, the serotonin grounding. Stop measuring your worth by abstract algorithms. Use your physical hands to create order out of chaos. Fix a broken chair, organize a messy desk, clean your room, build a physical object. When your optic nerve physically watches your own hands solve a problem, your brain registers absolute, undeniable competence. You are telling your nervous system, look at what I just did. I am capable. It immediately secretes a massive dose of serotonin. This localized chemical flood physically destroys the digital illusion of your inferiority. You are no longer at the bottom. You are the master of your immediate physical space. So how do you sustain this dominance when the modern world demands you keep climbing? Protocol 3, the secret effort. Right now, you rent your dopamine from social media. You work hard, you post it online. The likes roll in, your dopamine spikes. But if the applause does not come, the dopamine crashes. You feel pathetic. Social media holds the remote control to your nervous system. It is time to break the remote. Tomorrow, do something brutally hard, a complex project, a grueling workout. But instead of showing it off, keep it a total secret. At first, your brain will panic. It will violently crave the digital validation. Let it starve. Force your brain to look at your own exhaustion and say, I did this for me. The effort is the actual reward. I do not need your applause. When you do that, no algorithm can ever make you feel inferior again. You become biologically independent. The next time the screen lights up your face, the next time a familiar face appears, glowing, winning, aggressively alive, the next time your thumb moves on pure, empty Hobbit and types so proud of you, you will know exactly what is happening inside your skull. Not jealousy, not pettiness, not a broken mind spiraling into its own ugliness. A 300,000-year-old survival machine firing every alarm it possesses because it believes you are losing your place in the tribe. It is not right, but it is not wrong either. It's just very, very old. And now, for the first time, you know its name. Knowing the name of the predator is the first step to stop running from it. What is yours?